For us, marriage is worth it because, as I said, like, it makes us more productive, and it really teaches us who we are as a person. Because when you have another person around you that have a different way of thinking, that have a different things that they like, different things, their perspective on life is totally different from yours, though you have similarities, and that's why you get together. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Beyond Your Wildest Marriage podcast.
Of course, and I am your host, AP.
And Queen Jody.
Yeah, and today is a very juicy topic. You definitely want to stay for this one.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like, seriously.
Okay, cool.
It's about getting married, and like, getting married.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. So you guys are definitely gonna want to stay for that. But I have to compliment you first. You're always looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Every time you come on set, you just fly. It's like every time I see her, she just keep on improving herself. And what more can a husband ask for, his wife, than to just get more beautiful, more smarter every day, isn't me? Yeah.
Wow, you're flattering me there. Anyways.
Yeah, flatter you?
Thank you so much, and you're looking quite handsome yourself.
Thank you.
I think you're putting on a little
Wait,
tad more weight.
somehow, we don't know the
like
overnight.
Just fully out.
No, you know what? I'm eating food late nights, Jody. That's the problem now. That when I'm supposed to go to bed, I am up eating food.
You hear that? When he's supposed to be in bed, he's eating food. It's okay. No problem.
What can you say? When you're in Africa and you're enjoying that natural energy, I mean, you're going to eat. You're going to eat.
Anyways, let's get on to the topic.
Yeah, so the topic is getting married worth it? Or getting married, is it worth it?
It doesn't matter if you're put on the ring or not. If you're already committed to the person. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yo, for me, I agree with you with that. I think I said that in a video I did some time back. Like, marriage to me start from the moment you say yes.
Exactly.
To the person. You understand? Yes, I want you in my life. Yes, I want you to be a part of my circle, part of my everything. I think you already created the bond with the person from that first step. And it goes beyond. I don't want to show like
beyond the ring.
It goes beyond that,
Yeah.
And when you're married to a person and you put the ring on, it's basically, to me, it's like a ceremony.
Yeah. I mean, nothing should really change, because if you and the person are like together from the beginning, and then you say, okay, let's put on the ring. To me, it shouldn't change the relationship.
I think what happened is the norm, quote unquote norm of marriage, is that when you get married to somebody, there is this evolution that happened. You're gonna have the wedding ceremony, and after that everything changed. It's like, but you already, from the first commitment that you have with the person, you're basically married to the person. That's what I believe.
That's what I'm thinking too. And to be honest with you, I just believe that if you and a person say, okay, we're in this together from the beginning, I don't see when legalities should come into place. Because to be honest, marriages, they call it the legality of everything. You say, okay, I like you, you like me, let's get married. That's the legality of it.
Yeah, that is true.
So to me, legality shouldn't change.
Yeah, but I think what happened is, like, for a lot of people, when it comes to marrying and having the ceremony of marriage, is that it's solidified that the person is with you for life. They're not going to leave. But I believe if you don't have that structure with the person from the get-go, it's going to cause a problem, because that's where most people have issues with their marriages, because they expect something else other than what it is. It's an experience, you understand? And so a lot of people come now and
experience
they ask,
between two or more people.
Yeah. So a lot of people would come now around this time and they would ask, like, yo, is it worth it to get married in this day and age? Yeah, go miss it right now.
Yeah.
It's like, is it worth it to get married in this day and age? I would say yes. I would say yes, it is worth it.
It is. Nobody wants to be alone.
Yeah, but more than that, even without loneliness, like you're talking about building a community, you're talking about building a household and raising kids that are going to impact society.
Yeah.
So for me, getting married is definitely one of the most beautiful thing. I can speak from my own perspective. I've been married for 9 years. 9 years. Come like last week somehow. Feel like last week we just got married. Yeah, I feel like last week. You feel like because
it's 8+ years, coming to 9 now.
Seriously, just said 9 years. But I think why it worked for us is because we look at marriage more than just the commitment of saying I do.
Yeah.
It's more like a friendship.
It's beyond
the norm of what marriage should be. It's more like when you get married, the wife's supposed to be cooking or cleaning and be the TV type wife. Understand?
I like that.
And it's like
so the Hollywood kind of wives.
Yeah, you need Hollywood type of wife is some crazy stuff, but I mean like the old school TV wife. You understand?
Okay.
And it's like yes, you need that, but it's more than that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened with a lot of people why them even get divorced is because they're expecting that kind of thing to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like your parents then push that idea of getting married so much they don't explain to you the whole responsibilities or process or that basically
the whole changes that can take place within it, because as you say, it's an experience, and every time as we go things change, things improve.
But it's basically like once you establish from the get-go what your marriage is gonna be like, and I think that's why people should have a plan, like have a plan that is able to track your goals, your growth, what do you want to accomplish, and that will make them see that marriage or the union of getting together is worth it. Because to me, as I said before, I'm not going to be a stranger to this sentence, like marriage starts from the moment you say yes to the person. Yes, I like you. Yes, I want to date you. Yes, I want to kiss you. Yes, I want to be a part of you.
Yes, I want to move. I want to go beyond just
being
kissing
friends
you and just being friends. And
yeah. So is it worth it? Of course it's worth it. One of the reasons why I would say it's worth it from our perspective is because it makes us more productive. Like for me, I'm not saying single, productive. As a single person, you can be productive, you can be happy, you can have all of the things that you want. Mm-hmm. But when you're married to somebody, it helps you to make better decisions, because now you're not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking about the household. Mm-hmm. And that's why I believe that when you're married, it's worth it. Like marriage is worth it in that regards.
Yeah. You're doing things together instead of separate. Because to be honest, society kind of have this thing where independent woman or independent man kind of vibe, and so now how all of that like affect marriage from based on my understanding. It's like, because the independent woman get used to just doing things on her own, and the independent man get used to doing things on his own. When you actually find somebody that you say you like and want to get married to that person, it can be challenging, because you still want to control doing everything and not allowing your partner to be part of it. But
that's why at the get-go for us, we believe that when you have a plan, it works. Sometimes it's the most difficult thing in a marriage where we experience why some people would say it don't worth it is because they don't have a plan. They don't know why you don't know why you're together.
Yeah, it's like after the engagement, then the marriage.
Not even marriage part, but overall the whole thing. Like you don't know why am I with this person? Because you're gonna have a day when you get up and you're going to feel like, why?
Yeah.
Like what next? You're gonna ask yourself this question. Okay.
I mean, we've asked ourselves that question.
That's what I'm saying from our experience. Like, right? Even currently, like we have this stage where it's like, what next? Yes, we traveled from Jamaica to Africa. We started a business. we're doing stuff that we never could have done before.
I never thought we could do.
I never thought we're going beyond the wildest marriage.
Yeah.
And we're turning over stones that we never thought we would turn over, and it's like, okay,
and we're doing it together.
Yeah, we're doing it, but that's what I'm saying, we, right?
Yeah.
And it's like,
no,
what
next?
You
have couples that they are doing stuff, but it's not together.
Oh, separately. You're
exactly.
correct. You're correct.
So that's the thing.
But we, from our experience, we're seeing like, getting married back in Jamaica was one of the best moves we ever made, because it really propelled us, even when we never have certain things at our disposal. So for us, the benefit of being married is that it gives us purpose. Yeah. It makes us more productive. It makes us more wholesome.
Yeah.
Use those words.
Another thing too is like, you just feel like you're not alone.
That's what I'm saying. It make you feel more wholesome. Are you listening to me, girl?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Let me check if you listen to me.
Yeah, you some big words for me today, but it's all right.
Listen to me. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, it's like you have an accountability partner.
Yeah.
It's like,
absolutely.
If I'm messing up, you can say, you're messing up. Check yourself. Like, get yourself in line, and we can do the same for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
that even works even best when you're like, there's no ego. We just understand that we mean good for each other. And so even if you get a little one word and you feel like the word they never did supposed to say to me, because because we do get in our feelings, we have emotions, and sometimes things come off the wrong way to us at times, even with the good intentions. So
yeah, that is true. But we realized, like, as a couple, I know we keep saying somehow, I don't know, like I got street, like, you don't know the thing you say, you see it. That vibes. Anyways, but
we come from, brother.
For real. Yeah, the patois come out. But it's really like, for us, marriage is worth it, because as I said, like, it makes us more productive. And it really teaches us who we are as a person, because when you have another person around you that have a different way of thinking, that have a different things that they like, different things, their perspective on life is totally different from yours, though you have similarities, and that's why you get together.
It kind of challenge you.
It does challenge you, right? It kind of dig you. It kind of make you come up. I don't know. It just bring you to that level of maturity. Yeah. And I'm not saying you cannot reach those levels as a single person. So listen, keyword gangsters. I was a keyword gangsters. Don't come at me. But it's like it helps you as an individual to grow. And in your times of darkness, in your times of need, just to know that you have somebody beside you, it really does help. Yeah,
you can hug up and kiss up and squeeze.
When you go out, it's like you don't feel alone.
Yeah. Your ride or die partner, them call it.
Ride or die. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So we're on this topic, guys. Getting married, is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
And especially on the podcast Beyond Your Wildest Marriage.
Listen, the name, guys. The name is dope, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but comment below and let us know what you guys think about this topic, or anything that you want to add to this topic. Is getting married worth it for you? Are you ready to be single, or are you looking for the perfect one? Let me do it. Are you looking for your soulmate? Well, you're on the perfect channel.
Okay. So
that one is funny.
I like that one. Yeah. The question for a lot of persons, I think, know that they're in their marriage and they're looking on at themselves, looking on at their spouse. Maybe some of them have kids and they're like, was it really worth it though? Like, maybe I should have stayed single. Probably I would have accomplished more. That kind of thought that goes through a lot of people's mind. Because as I always say, like, after the engagement, after the marriage, for some people, after the kids, then when it's like, what next?
Yeah.
And then you start to reflect on what you've done now in your past, and you're like, was it really worth it?
Yeah, well, this is why, as I said before, if you have a plan, I think the reason why most marriages fail is because there is no plan. There is no plan.
So there's no plan for after.
Yeah.
Like, you have the steps, because you don't know. You get engaged, you get married, then they're gonna ask you, where are the kids? And then, after the kids, then what next? So you have to have those plans, that conversation before the marriage even start, as you always say.
I believe that is key before, but if you're married already, it's still possible to come and sit on the
down.
table with your partner and say, okay, ask the necessary questions that are needed to be asked. And then put that into a plan that you're going to follow. Because, we as individuals have multiple goals. And as a couple, we also have multiple goals that we want to accomplish.
That's true.
And so when you have a plan that you can then execute to get them finished one at a time, you find, so you feel more progressive, you feel more happier, life is lighter. Because right now, I know it's kind of straying away from the conversation a little bit, but right now as human beings, we have a whole lot of things on our mind. We're going through a lot of things. And you feel, it's easy to feel like you're not worth this thing. You're not, why am I here? And all these questions you ask yourself when you're going in a depressive mode. But when you have a partner that is supportive of you, and then him or her can come and say, babes, everything is going to be all right. Don't worry. I have your back. I know what you're going through. Let me help you through this time. And then you figure out, say, you find yourself moving a little bit more towards that goal.
We hope that if a person's like that, they, find the grace to give themselves that opportunity again. Because a lot of people, like, because of that situation, they're like, nah, I'm not doing this again. And that's fine. But if you actually want to do it again, you have to allow yourself that chance.
Yeah, for me still, I believe that everybody can have a perfect partner for them. Yeah, I think so. In Jamaica, they have a saying, every tick of it. Every who have a tick of bush. Every who have a tick of bush. That means, like, it's possible to find your perfect someone out there.
And to be honest, as you talk about perfect, because a lot of people, when they look at the word perfect, they're thinking, okay, so it's gonna be spick and span. This person is gonna have everything tick off on my list, and I'm not going to have no problems with them. But really and truly, even with everything being ticked off your list in that marriage, you have to put in work.
Yeah, marriage is work.
You have to put in work.
I think we might do a video on that, like, what does it take to have a successful marriage? Because
we should.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah,
guys, comment below and let us know if you want to hear a topic on that, so we can share from our own perspective what that is like. So is marriage worth it? What do you guys think? Comment and let us know. And we want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the podcast. Until the next episode, I love you.